If you want to win the day, you have to win the first hour. If you want to win the day, you have to win the first hour of the day, right? Because there's something called the science of momentum.
하루를 잘 보내기 위해서는 무엇을 해야 될까요? 아침 기상 후 1시간이 하루 24시간에 엄청난 영향을 미치게 됩니다. 오늘 소개할 사람은 마지막 몰입의 저자 짐 퀵입니다. 짐 퀵은 브레인 코치로서 활동하고 있습니다. 그가 코칭한 사람은 빌 게이츠, 일론 머스크, 버락 오바마, 오프라 윈프리 등 세계 최고의 리더들을 트레이닝했습니다. 그는 당신의 뇌를 활성화하는 방법을 전달합니다.
There are three supervillains that are robbing you right now. That it wasn't like it was previous generations, right? Three digital supervillains. Number one is digital overload. Too much to learn, too little time. Too much information, too little time. Digital overload's one. Digital dementia we already talked about. That's the idea where we're outsourcing our brains to our smart devices and our brains are basically making us stupid. Like our smart devices are basically making us stupid, right? So I was talking to this brain doctor, he was saying GPS. If you're looking for a third-party piece of technology to tell you when and where to turn, you're not getting early detection of things like dementia. This is this thing called digital dementia. And then the third digital villain is digital distraction. You're talking about focus, right? You want to improve your focus? Like where's your focus nowadays? We live in a world full of distractions. And I'll tell you one of the best brain hacks, but as your coach, as your brain coach, because people have they have a voice coach, they have a business coach, a personal trainer. I want to be your brain coach, right? The worst habit you could have is to pick up your phone the first hour of the day. It is the worst habit you could have when it comes to high performance. And let me tell you why, okay? The most successful people in the world, they have a to-do list. Yes? All the things you need to be able to do and accomplish. The people who are the elite, the 10% of those people, I noticed, they also have a not to-do list, all right? It's even more important. Even that list sometimes is even bigger than their to-do list, right? Because they are very clear of things they will not do. Because it wastes energy, it wastes focus, it wastes... You know one of the things on that list? Multitasking. Now in actuality, all the research is absolutely clear. There is no such thing as multitasking. Multitasking does not work. Now you could walk and chew gum and have a conversation. I'm talking about doing two cognitive activities, all right? Because in actuality, you're not multitasking. In actuality, the correct term is task switching. You're going from one task to another, but you're getting this novelty dopamine fix, and you feel like you're getting stimulated in that novelty, and you feel like you're being more productive, but you're being busy. Because here's what happens. Every single time you switch from one activity to another, it takes anywhere from 5 minutes to 20 minutes to reset your focus and your flow. Does that make sense? They do these studies with doctors and surgeons. They found that when they multitask, actually increases the rate of error rate. So they're making more mistakes. So not only are you wasting time, but you're making more errors also on top of it. So multitasking is on that not to-do list. But the other thing on that list, when you put this on the list, you'll see big changes, I promise you, is not pick up your phone the first hour of the day. Now, I'll tell you why. It's because we are rewiring our brains to be distracted, right? Like we interviewed Dr. BJ Fogg at Stanford University, who runs the Influence Lab. One of his students actually co-founded Instagram. So that's all about habits and making things addictive, right? Now think about it, opening up Instagram 150 times a day, right? And if you're not doing it 150 times a day, somebody's doing it a lot more, right? Which is really scary, but that's addictive, right? Because every time you see a like, a share, a comment, you get this dopamine rush, and that runs along the pathways of your motivation and your learning. So you're literally learning to be motivated by being triggered like that. So if that's the first thing you're picking up in the morning, shares, comments, likes, cat videos, or whatever it is, then your attention is being pulled everywhere, and you're training your brain to be distracted, and you wonder why you can't concentrate. You see this on Facebook all the time, that our attention span is less than a goldfish right now. That's what they're saying. The goldfish is 9 seconds, and our attention human span is about on average 8 seconds. After 8 seconds, our attention goes somewhere else. So here's the thing, whether that's true or not, we get the idea of where things are going. Don't pick up your phone, because it's training you to be distracted.
그는 디지털 시대의 빌런이 3명이 있다고 합니다. 첫 번째 빌런은 디지털 과부하, 우리는 너무 많은 정보를 접하고 살아갑니다. 나에게 정말 중요하고 소중한 정보와 지식도 있지만 나의 정신 건강에 좋지 않은 것들도 너무나 많이 접하게 됩니다. 두 번째 빌런은 디지털 치매. 스마트폰이 우리를 바보로 만든다고 합니다. 우리가 만약 친구와의 약속을 스마트폰 없이 간다고 생각해 보세요. 항상 스마트폰의 지시에 따라 움직이다가 스스로의 힘으로만 어디를 가야 된다고 하면 정말 막막해질 것입니다. 디지털은 기본적으로 우리에게 큰 도움을 줍니다. 하지만 종종 중요한 것을 놓치게 하기도 하죠. 세 번째 빌런은 디지털 집중 방해. 전자기기는 집중력이 낮아지게 되는 계기가 됩니다. 우리가 일어나자마자 가장 먼저 하는 것은 무엇인가요? 카톡 확인, 인스타그램 확인, 페이스북 확인, 유튜브 보기 아닌가요? 이러한 것들로 인해 진정으로 우리가 해야 할 것들을 못하게 되는 경향이 있습니다. 이러한 것으로 하루 아침을 보내게 되면 수많은 집중력 저하 요소들이 가득해지고 하루를 가장 안 좋게 보내는 방법 중 하나라고 합니다. 또한 우리는 보통 투두 리스트를 강조하죠. 저 또한 매일 아침 투두 리스트를 작성합니다. 이는 우리가 오늘 하루 행동해야 할 방향을 정해줍니다. 하지만 그것뿐만 아니라 not to do 리스트도 중요하다고 합니다. 내가 오늘 하루 하지 말아야 될 것들을 정리한 것이죠. 위대한 사람들 중에서도 상위 10%는 하지 말아야 할 것을 정리한다고 합니다. 그가 가장 하지 말아야 될 것 중에 하나라고 이야기하는 것은 바로 멀티태스킹입니다. 보통 멀티태스킹 잘한다 이런 말들을 하죠. 하지만 한 번에 두 가지 일을 동시에 하는 것은 불가능하다고 합니다. 실제 멀티태스킹이 아니라 짧은 시간 안에 번갈아 가면서 일을 처리하는 것일 뿐이죠. 번갈아 가면서 처리할 때마다 그 비용이 발생하게 됩니다. 집중력은 떨어지게 되고 오류가 발생할 가능성은 매우 높아집니다. 결국 한 번에 한 가지 일을 하는 것이 나의 뇌를 올바르게 활성화하는 방법입니다. 이제 여러분의 하루는 어떻게 보내야 될까요? 작심만일의 지난 영상을 보시고 나에게 정말 소중한 가치를 찾아서 매일 아침 일과 전 1시간 동안 그것을 행동해 보세요. 러닝, 홈트레이닝, 독서, 스트레칭, 명상 다 좋습니다. 전자기기를 빼고 타인에게 집중하는 것이 아닌 오로지 자신에게 집중할 수 있는 자신만의 시간으로 하루를 시작하시기 바랍니다. 여러분들의 성공 마인드 동반자 작심만일입니다.